welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm here with a pick a card reading for you. A big welcome back to my beautiful returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your presence here. A big thank you to all of the people who have reached out to me on Etsy for a personal reading in this last year. I really appreciate getting the chance to get to know all of you on a very personal level. So thank you for that. Thank you for your trust in me. A big thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel this year, or even if you've just stumbled across the channel for the very first time. We want to welcome you to this soul family. I have beautiful subscribers. They're always so beautiful to each other in the comment section as well. So just pull up a chair, grab a seat, and we'll have a little chat because we're all friends when we gather around my table. Today's pick a card topic actually came from a request in the comments section. So if you have any topic suggestions that you would like to see covered here on the Tarot Cottage, be sure to drop them below because I love to hear your suggestions. You guys come up with great ideas, and I always aim to please. So be sure to drop your comment suggestions or your suggestions for readings in the comment section below. But today's topic is all about, what does the person on your mind find the most attractive about you? You can also relate some of these messages to what people find attractive about you in general, because they're going to be similar. You know, you draw attention and people are going to notice you for different reasons. So, but specifically the person on your mind, what do they find attractive about you? What draws their attention to you? We do have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile number 1 with the purple flower, pile number 2 with the orange flower, and pile number 3 with the yellow flower. I believe this is the Britney Spears Oracle deck that I'm using today. But whichever pile you're drawn to, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, there may be messages waiting and my timestamps are below. I'm going to jump into pile number 1. Again, today's topic is all about the person on your mind, or people in general that may find you attractive. What do they find attractive about you? Pile 1. Pile number 1, you were drawn to the purple flower and you were drawn to the blue jean queen here. And they're really speaking with this card about somebody who likes to get dressed up, somebody who, you know, on occasion perhaps likes to get dressed up, but you really are really great when it comes to dressing down. It's like there's something beautiful about you having your hair in a messy bun, or just in some sweatpants and a t-shirt. Like, you don't have to dress up in order to be beautiful. This person doesn't think that you need all of that, because they find you the most attractive sometimes when you are dressed down or when you're not trying. There's also a feeling about you having already stepped into your sovereignty. It's like you already are beautiful, you already are abundant, and maybe you don't even recognize that sometimes. You don't recognize it in yourself, but this person would recognize it in you. So let's take a look here. I'm going to use the Shadowscapes Tarot for you to begin your reading. What does the person on your mind find most attractive about you? We have the 5 of Pentacles. And I keep hearing that song, She Don't Know She's Beautiful, never crossed her mind. We have the Ace of Wands. What do they find attractive about you? Pile number 1. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the 4 of Wands coming out. I have an emphasis coming through about the hips and the thighs. That is coming through first for you, pile 1. So on a very physical level, some of these messages are going to be very physical because we are talking about physical attraction. Some of it will be emotional, I'm sure, but they are highlighting the hips and the thighs in this present moment. And this could be an area where you're sensitive. This could be an area where you're like, I don't like the way that my hips and my thighs, I don't like that. It's like, I don't like how big my thighs are. But this person digs this. They really like that. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder here. We have the 8 of Cups because, yeah, they're talking about areas of you that you are unsatisfied by, that they would take a deep dive into. It's like, you can stay up there being unsatisfied, but I'm going to take a deep dive down here. And they really like the lower half of you. Like, I feel like they're also including your behind in this situation as well, but specifically the thighs, specifically the hips. And there's this energy surrounding how this person's bringing in this opportunity for you to really embrace yourself and take a look at yourself through this gaze as well, because there's the Seven of Pentacles. There's a feeling of you always thinking you have to work on something, and this person doesn't think you have to work on a single thing. There's like, it's like there's this delay before you reach perfection, or a delay before you reach an upgrade. And maybe you're always kind of seeking that out. But this person on your mind, and they could be in a relationship with you perhaps at this time, but this person on your mind says that you don't need to do anything. There's no progress that has to be done. You are good as you are. We have here the Knight of Wands and the High Priestess, because no sort of insecurity that you hold over your body is something that they're concerned with at all. They're like, it's like, that's your ego issue. I'm going to trample all of that logic. Here with all of these foxes underfoot, I'm going to trample all of that logic, and I'm going to show you how I feel through my physical acts. So it's like this person, if you're in a relationship with them in this moment, they want you all the time. That's not an accident. It's not just a part of this person's personality, which you might equate it to because you have a lack mindset when it comes to yourself. But this person thinks that you lack nothing. They are genuinely very attracted to you. There's Three of Pentacles. And honestly, this person, if you're in a relationship with them in this moment, they see a future here. They think that you are a huge upgrade for them. They think that you are sort of the beauty of the operation. Maybe even the brains and the beauty, but you're definitely the beauty of the operation. Because they put you up on this pedestal. Here's the King of Swords. And I will say the King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, this person could be an air sign, but they are like this leader in truth. The King of Swords is supposed to come forward with the truth. And so they have a better perspective over this deficit that you feel you have than you actually have in this moment. I just heard you can't see the forest through the trees. We have the Seven of Pentacles. They're also talking about investments that you've put into yourself as well, that they can really appreciate. So maybe you've gone to the gym, or maybe you've worked on yourself in some ways, like investments that you put into yourself have paid off. But it's like you're always seeking more upgrades, or trying to be better. But they say that you're the most beautiful when you're dressed down. You're the most beautiful when you're relaxed. When you're feeling relaxed. You can see the Denim Queen. It's the outfit that Britney Spears wore. I don't even know, I think to the MTV Music Awards with Justin Timberlake. They were dressed in matching outfits. But she still has that crown. Here is the Knight of Swords, followed by the Tower and the King of Wands. And the Knight of Swords is like charging through all of that nonsense. I just heard it's all kind of BS to them because they're charging through it. Because their focus is on you, and they want to protect even the focus that you have towards yourself. There's a very protective element surrounding this person because they see a future with you. I feel like you could be in a relationship with this person. And if not, they definitely want to be in a relationship with you at this time. But it does feel like something is ongoing with this person. They feel like they could have success and upgrades with you. And they keep highlighting the lower body. They keep highlighting the lower chakras overall. We have the Two of Pentacles here, and we have the King of Cups. So any sort of a situation that makes you feel insecure, anything about yourself that makes you feel insecure, this person loves. They turn their back on that completely. They turn their back on that gaze completely. Here's the Ten of Wands. Because the truth is that they carry around a lot of passion towards you. And the deficits that you see, they just don't see. What do they find most attractive about pile number 1, please? We have slowly but surely getting ahead with the Tortoise. And there's an aspect about, again, trying to better myself. And they're also not even speaking about physical progress. They're talking about emotional progress. Feeling inspired to feel more abundant about ourselves, slowly but surely making progress there. Also, perhaps slowly but surely making progress in this connection as well. I just saw trouble and accusations, and I just got this message about them sticking their foot in their mouth about something that you're insecure about, but they didn't mean it in the way that you might have taken it. So if you had a recent conflict with this person and they mentioned a body part and you took it as a personal slight, they meant it as a bit of a compliment. So please take that as it resonates. That's very specific. We have here solid foundation success with effort, and you should accept valid criticism. We do have fear, worries, and tense situations, and in need of help, assistance, and guidance. And that's the thing, is that this person almost tries to avoid telling you when you're wrong about things, when you're really focused on something negative about yourself. They avoid telling you about that because it sometimes causes conflict between the two of you. Because sometimes we get so stuck in one perspective about ourselves that we can't see the forest through the trees, and we can't understand that other people have a very different view of what we're looking at this time. Because you may see the tower falling, but they see a beautiful tower. They see the blue jean queen. What do they find most attractive, please? And I'm even getting this message about even upgrades in the department around hips and thighs. It's like they wouldn't mind if you packed on a little bit of weight there, to be honest. They like meat on the bones. We have here, it's always tea time. Endless moments, repetition, and eternity. And they're talking about resting. You can see Alice has this mushroom in front of her on her plate. And they're talking about slow growth, but slowly but surely getting ahead when it comes to how you feel about yourself and matching the frequency that they see. We also have the uncertainty. It says here, choose who you will become. And in this moment, that's the thing that this person has picked up on, is the fact that you don't accept yourself as you are. You keep asking yourself, who are you? But they're wearing this gas mask to protect themselves from that truth. That in this moment, Spirit says, this person thinks that you're already arrived. You are already every good thing here with the Wheel of Fortune. Back of the deck, we do have life is bright, brief, beautiful, and yours to live with mortality. And there is an emphasis on embracing a transition, embracing the moment, and not living for tomorrows. It's like this person doesn't want you to always be seeking out some type of prize or some type of goal for yourself. There's an emphasis on enjoying the attention of this person now. What do they find most attractive about pile number 1, please? We have here codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life, so codependent attachments to insecurity. There's something almost precious about it. Like this person, it's not that they are upset with the fact that you don't love yourself completely or see yourself the way that they see you. It's that it makes them want to save you from that. It makes them want to convince you that you're wrong. We have you deserve love. You are lovable. And we also have unrequited love on the back of the deck, because sometimes you don't return that self-love. This person says that you hold back from that. They want you. They feel very attracted to you. They want that immediate action towards you, but sometimes you hold back some of that self-love. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 1. What is something they find attractive about pile number 1? A message in the bowl. We have the Page of Swords reversed. Now the Page of Swords reverse is like an educator, or it's like a student that comes in to collect information. When he's in the reverse, there's like this issue with the lesson. There's like almost feels like it's not a fair, almost here legal issue. Like it's not a fair perspective, or it's not a truth that we're operating from. It's an unrealistic truth that we're operating from. We have the 8 of Cups here, which is talking about feeling empowered and moving on from some of our insecurities, and how this person could be a key player in that. We don't need anyone to come in to make our lives abundant, but people can come into our lives and make our lives easier and make our lives better and give us encouragement when we need it. Not that the encouragement is based on any type of deficit, but it's just encouragement for you to see what they see. because they're saying that you don't see what they see. We have K, H, S, T, and L for initials in the bowl. We also have the 7 of Cups, and we have the white shirt here. I always think of hospital scrubs and a good heart, like a beautiful, beautiful heart space. They're also highlighting Cancer energy now, and they're talking about the upper body. They're talking about the chest and the breast area as well. We have relationships with the 2 linked hearts, and we have the High Priestess, so listening to the notes of intuition. All right, pile one, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a free reading with me, and be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can notify you and get the ball rolling. You can also check out my link for Etsy, and I will be taking a short break over the holidays, but I will be uploading some information about my private reading slots over the course of the holidays as well, so keep a lookout for that. But I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the orange flower, and you were also drawn to the Beach Babe card, and this is your reading. What does the person on your mind find most attractive about you? When I see this card, I think of that song, Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini, that she wore for the first time. So they may have been sort of at a situation where they were seeing you, maybe at the pool or at the beach or something like that. There is an emphasis on the body here with the bikini. And I heard perfect 10, like Bo Derek. I'm seeing her coming out of the water, like in Tommy Boy. So there's like a perfect 10 energy surrounding this person's opinion of you. So they perhaps think that you're a perfect 10. What do they find most attractive, please? About, oops, pile number 2. We have the Page of Wands coming in. And there's like thirst, and there's shock, and there's this is such a playful card, but there's so much curiosity surrounding you. You've definitely made a huge impression. And I feel like they like everything that they see, but let's see what they're focused on. We do have the 3 of Swords. They do feel like you are completely out of their league. They were caught off guard by your attraction, or by the attraction towards you, and they're highlighting your hair too, and they're highlighting blonde hair actually right now. And that is a message specifically for someone. That may not resonate with everyone, but they are highlighting the hair. I don't think that's the very first thing they saw though. Yeah, there's the Knight of Wands. It almost feels like kind of devastating for this person when they are attracted to you, because they feel like you are not, yeah, like you wouldn't want them, or you're out of their league. Because they don't feel like they have much. They just showed me like Jesus in Jesus sandals, like going from town to town. So there's like, they don't feel like they have a lot going for them. They could have to be between jobs, for instance, or they could be, they just feel like you're like a quality, could be a quality female, quality male. It has nothing to do with gender, has everything to do with energy, but you're like quality. We have the 2 of Swords. It's like they're spanning you, or they're scanning you from the bottom up. They're showing your calves. They're showing your ankles. And for some, like, that's really exciting just to see the ankles. That's really exciting. So they're like scanning you from the bottom up. And it's almost like this, there is the feeling of not being used to seeing, how am I going to word this? I feel like this person saw you maybe in some revealing type of clothing, and they're not used to seeing that much revealed, perhaps on a female form or on a form in general. And that has to do with perhaps cultural issues. So please take that as it resonates. They're not used to seeing that much exposure. And so it really got their attention, and they liked it, and they scanned from the bottom to the top. They started at the calves and the ankles. They really like your calves. It's like I'm seeing stiletto heels with like those really nice formed calves. And they had to like act like they didn't see it. It's like, I don't think that you're in a relationship with this person. I feel like they want to be in one with you, but it doesn't feel like you're in one with them. And it's like they had to pretend that they weren't seeing it, or act like they were unbothered by it, or that they didn't notice that maybe you were bearing your midriff, or maybe you're wearing short shorts or something. It's like they acted like they didn't see it, but they saw it. Even here, the way that this moon is like, has this cheeky grin on his face makes me giggle. It's like, yeah, I saw it. Even their intuition, their higher self is saying, you saw that. We have the Six of Pentacles. And again, there's this discrepancy between what they feel like they deserve and what you have to offer here with the Six of Pentacles. This could be a work connection. And it could be that that there was some type of work collaboration or something where you were seen outside of work clothes. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. I will say that this person does focus on you a lot. They're also focusing on like a big wide smile, big wide smile as well. And this could be coming from their energy. They could be the ones with the big wide smile. Just getting a different deck here. Because they keep thinking about your body. And you may have been in a bathing suit, or again, been in very revealing clothing, because they can't stop thinking about it. And they are emphasizing the midriff and the stomach as well. So you could have been in like midriff bearing clothes or something. And it's not inappropriate. I'm not seeing you walking around naked or anything. It wasn't like you were just walking around with no clothes on. This would have been in an appropriate environment where you were supposed to dress like this, or you're just being yourself and they're seeing you outside of that realm that they normally see you in. But it really took them by surprise that they were, and not even that surprise that they were attracted to you, but just it took them by the surprise that they saw you in that way. And they're emphasizing like your navel and your stomach as well. You have the Two of Wands in the reverse position, and they can't commit to an action, or there's these frustrating delays. There could be commitment cycles already for this person, or just expectations that don't allow them to come towards you. Could be fear, because I don't feel like they can commit. They may not be able to commit because, again, they're putting you up on this pedestal, or they may already be in foundations. But like you, stop traffic. You're very distracting. Your whole body, they are emphasizing, but they are emphasizing like the bottom to the top. They're showing me the spine. They're showing me like a very wide smile. You have the Ten of Wands. And we have the King of Pentacles with the Lovers reversed. So I do feel like this person could be attached or be very, very insecure, maybe ill-equipped to be able to come forward. I don't feel like they're going to make any effort, or because there's a lot of jealousy that gets spurred up because of you. But they don't have any follow-through when that jealousy spurs them up because of other connections, or because they're worried about making an error in judgment overall. Here's the Wheel of Fortune, and there's the Nine of Cups, and it feels like they are crushing on you. Crushing on you. They also would like to emphasize the lower chakras. You've lit them up in the lower chakras. First of all, their sacral chakra is all lit up because of you. Their solar plexus is lit up, but it's also being affected by attachments and insecurity at this time as well. But they're also emphasizing in their attraction to you, your lower half as well. So this would include your behind, of course. They've already scanned you from the top to the bottom. And there's nothing that I feel like is physically present on you that they do not like. We have Angel, and honor and respect will come to you. Protection from harm. You can see that she's looking right at the candle, so it's like this spark that lights us up inside. But they are perhaps afraid to go towards it because they're trying to protect a position that they've already invested in. You have a younger man, dealing with a relationship with a younger man. And I will say that I feel like this person doesn't have a lot of experience, even if they are in a commitment. I don't think that they have a lot of experience outside of that commitment. And they're really afraid of what people think. We have Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. And if you look closely at this card, there is somebody holding on to the rope around the mule's neck and trying to hold them back. So there's attachments. It's like, I want to come forward. I feel like this is a carrot being dangled in front of me. We have here a journey, either physical or mental, with the carriage being pulled in different directions. And that's what I feel like as well with their attraction. Their attraction is not singular on one part of you. Pile 1 is a little bit different than that, but their attraction to you is very from top to bottom. From top to bottom. We do have, you should accept valid criticism and keeping your life in balance. I almost feel like they felt guilty. It's like they feel guilty about watching you. They feel guilty about the attraction that they have towards your body. I almost feel like this person could be religious or have some type of cultural expectation surrounding revealing clothes, for instance. We do have a moment's regret, nostalgia, idolizing the past. This speaks to Tower energy. It's number 16. So it's like explosion, explosive type of attraction. I feel like this person has had a lot of physical fantasies about you, especially at night. But the Tower also can relate to the Ten of Pentacles and things breaking down if they chose to explore this. So I don't feel like I feel like they won't explore it, or they haven't explored it at this moment. We do have set your course though. Know where you wish to go, have a plan and the right decision. And in this moment, the Cheshire Cat is speaking to that lack of direction. It says here, no need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. And that's what Spirit wants you to understand about the nature of your attraction to other people and the impression that you leave, that you don't even have to do anything. You're a very powerful force and you grab people's attention. What do they find attractive, please? We have here getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves, your bond will deepen. And reconciliation, someone from your past is coming to life. We also have children being a factor. There could be children in the dynamics of this Ten of Pentacles. So if somebody has been invested in a connection, or if they are in a commitment, and they may have children as well. So please take that as it resonates. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 2. What do they find most attractive? Advice for pile number 2 in the bowl. This person has a huge crush on you. It does feel like it could be related to a work realm or some type of institution of some kind. We have the Three of Swords, we have the Justice reversed, and we have the King of Swords reversed. Now, sometimes this person is intentionally cold around you, or they're just not, like, I feel like they have a really hard, it's really hard to read them sometimes when you're right with them. And I feel like they kind of hold back some of their truth, or they are a little bit intentionally cool around you, trying to act cool around you. It's not a reflection of the truth. I also feel like there's this unfair energy surrounding their attraction to you, and because of they're disappointed that they can't move forward or they can't act towards you. There's a disappointment. It riles up the jealousy in them, even if they don't really have a right to. I don't feel like they have a right to be jealous, but they do, or they are. We do have the Buddha. The Buddha prepares. And there's a feeling about things just being the way that they are. Like this person doesn't feel like they have a lot of wiggle room when it comes to approaching you with all of this attraction. We do have the Three Honeycombs. I do think of the Three of Pentacles and Foundation. So this could be at work or at home. We have Piracy and Crossroads and Death energy coming forward. So bones to pick. So there's a feeling about stealing or sneaking off with something. We do have the letter D, and we have the Dagaz Ruin, the Dawn Ruin, and you sort of light up the room when you walk into it. They keep showing me like sunny hair or like blondish hair as well. All right, pile 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. I'm praying for you. If it does resonate with you, please drop your comments below for a chance to win a reading with me. You can also check out my link for Etsy for personal reading. I will be taking a short break over the holidays, but I will be making an announcement about when the shop will be opening back up. So keep looking at my community tab. But I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You were drawn to the yellow flower. You are also drawn to the femme fatale, and this is your reading. What does the person on your mind find most attractive about you? The femme fatale here, you can see the leather jacket. There's something dangerous about the attraction. There's something maybe intimidating a little bit about you as well. It's kind of like when you are so beautiful that people are afraid to approach. And it could even be the way that you carry yourself, the way that you dress, very trendy, perhaps a little edgy as well. Because even it's connected to the yellow, and there's a little bit of an insecurity or a fear to approach. So let's take a look here. What do they find most attractive, please, about pile number 3? We're starting with the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the King of Pentacles. I'm getting a sense of like a voluptuous energy. Like I'm getting this feeling, I'm getting this message that's really kind of silly with the donuts. If you've ever seen that old episode of Simpsons where Homer makes a deal with the devil and says that he wants donuts for his soul. So he goes into hell and he gives him donuts and he says, you like donuts, do you? Have all the donuts in the world. And he starts to feed him donuts. There's a feeling about wanting you to eat more. It's like they like the curves. There's also something about your voice that they really like. They're highlighting the vocal cords and the neck, the voice box. This sounds strange, but it's like they like a singing voice. They like someone who can sing well, and there's something about your voice. You have the Emperor. And they're calling this person like a rare find, or like the person on your mind, like the person that we're asking about, they're calling them a rare find because or you would consider them a rare find. Not that they are a rare find perhaps, but they like the things that you feel like people shouldn't like, or maybe something on you that you wouldn't like, they like that. They're just calling them a rare find. And I just heard nothing goes to waste. It's like nothing goes to waste. And there's something about the waste in general. There's almost an emphasis on like a very hourglass figure. And when I say very hourglass, I mean it. I mean like almost like somebody has been waist training or something. Like wearing a corset. So there could be a corset associated with the way that you dress, or maybe you've worn a corset around them in the past, and that was something they loved. They loved that corset. We have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Wands. So let's clarify as we go forward. This person also just wants the ability to explore the whole, from the top to the bottom, the whole body. They want to explore it. They want to get to know it. That's what I just heard. They want to educate themselves. And there's like things about you that maybe you've held back. I feel like you could have started a relationship with this person, or you're in the process of it. It's like there's parts that you've held back, or that you've covered, or that and there's like a frustration with that because they're like, I don't care. I just want to see it. I just want to explore it. I don't care. It's like the concerns that you have, they don't care about. There's some similarities to pile number 1 actually here. You have the Seven of Swords. We have the Five of Cups, supporting the Ace of Cups. We have the Magician. In fact, there is like this emphasis on losing weight and wishing that you hadn't, or wishing that you wouldn't lose weight. It's like there are other solutions other than losing weight to our situations. Like we could just love ourselves more, or we could just say, you know, screw it, we're just going to go for it. There's an emphasis on that. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands. They're emphasizing your tummy area. And they're emphasizing that this is an area that brings you concern. And they're talking about the softness of the divine feminine and her tummy area. And what a beautiful aspect that is about the divine feminine. How there's that little, you know, that little pooch there. That's something they really like. And this is the area where you would be like, that you're a rarity, nobody likes that. But the truth is that a lot of people like that. So they're not as rare as you think that they are in the present moment, because you're operating off of a limited perspective, a subjective opinion of yourself. But they get riled up about that area, and you may cover that area up or something. And they're like, stop covering that up. I really like that. I like your tummy. I want to touch it. And there's nothing more than the divine feminine hates than having her tummy poked. We have the High Priestess and we have the Ten of Cups. Back of the deck is the Emperor. Aries energy, protective energy, almost like an aggressive masculine type, you know? It's like somebody who wants to be in that role, who wants to take that role on, especially in the physical department with you. Here's the Strength. Lots of love, fire energy here. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, perhaps for the divine feminine as well. There is such a strong emphasis on even the way that you dress. I feel like you dress because you dress very trendy, or there's something about the dress that they love, and it's like you're really good at it. You're really good at dressing your body. And I feel like you're really good at dressing your body because you've struggled with certain areas of your body, so you've worked hard to find things that make you feel confident or make you feel good and look good, and you're really, really good at it. You cultivated that strength for yourself. Again, there's a very strong similarity here to pile one. There may be messages waiting for you there, because I feel like this person sees a lot of potential in this connection in the future as well. And they're hoping that you will see yourself in the same light that they see you in the future, because they don't think that you have that afforded to you in this moment. You don't have the full spectrum afforded to you. They're even speaking about motherhood for someone, perhaps in the future, and like a concern around that. And so they're talking about stretch marks actually now. That's why they brought that up. They're talking about stretch marks. And that could be something that's really kind of a nail in your side or a thorn in your side. But again, they're like, I don't care. I don't care about that. I like it. Show them to me. Something important, such as a new job or raise. Now, when we see this energy surrounding the bag, it's a full bag. It's tied up tight. They're not specifically talking about new jobs or raises, but they are talking about new positions that may be coming in eventually in this connection. So if you are in a relationship at this time, or if it's not even defined, we could see it progressing. A lot of potential for the future of this connection. We have here the most difficult part of a situation is over. We have the beautiful rainbow and this full spectrum of the rainbow coming in the future. I just saw, don't be tempted to lower your standards, but that's being directed at the divine feminine right now. We have someone who's extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. That stubbornness could be coming in from the Emperor, but it's almost kind of a positive thing. This person's stubbornness goes against your own stubbornness, because your stubbornness and their stubbornness are both a result of your experiences, your subjective experiences. But it just so happens that the way in which they are stubborn and the way that they direct it to you is closer to the full spectrum than you actually see yourself. Because they don't care about these deficits the way that you do. And so you may feel like that's that person being stubborn. They're just not seeing the truth. But your truth is not the full essence of truth. It's subjective about how you feel about yourself. We have a period of prosperity and abundance. And I just heard, I'm not missing any meals. And that's a very positive thing. I just heard that line from that one song where she says, booty so, something about her booty being real, eating so good like Garfield. And that's what I just heard. What do they find the most attractive about you, pile 3? We have here, all must have its prizes. It says trying to please everyone. And ultimately you can see we have the dodo, and two different decks, but the dodo bird in both of them. And so they're talking about going the way of the dodo, and they're talking about the death cycle and rebirths and new beginnings and having a perspective. And she's holding what looks like a salt shaker to me, and I always think about salt in the wounds. So these are like old wounds, old fears, old insecurities that this person is here to kind of help you overcome in some ways, to help you gain perspective and find solutions so that you see yourself in a new light and you give yourself a break. I just heard we have to give ourselves a break from the criticism that you put upon yourself, because I'm hearing like constant criticism. It says we can't go back to yesterday, be in the present, number 44. And back of the deck it says it's always tea time. This card did come out in pile 1. There is a very strong similarity to the messages here today between pile 1 and pile 3. Says be in the present. They're talking about the lack of regret. It's like this person just wants you to say, you know, screw the past, screw whatever, you know, you're worried about from the past. Let's just enjoy this moment. It doesn't matter what has happened as a result of the past. So extra weight, stretch marks, maybe a softer tummy. They like that. They want that. It makes them, it inspires them to take action. This person is an emperor. He doesn't have to be on horseback anymore, but he still has those knights poking out underneath his empowerment suit, those knight boots. So you make them want to take action. You attract them very much. We have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And I do see a lot of abundance for the two of you in the future, potentially pile 3. Of course, everything is mutable. You know, nothing is fixed in the future. You can make adjustments as required, and you don't have to follow this path, of course, but if you choose to, there can be a lot of abundance here. If you're calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help to bring you together, and we have your feelings are real and they're worth exploring. Their feelings are real. Their feelings and their attraction to you is valid, and their opinion is just as about your body and about what you have to offer is just as valid, if not maybe more so in this perspective, as the naysaying energy that you may apply to your own self-opinion. So your guides just want to put that out there. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 3. Sweet A from previous reading. Advice for pile number 3 in the pool, please. Justice. Justice seems to be a theme today for the collective. We keep getting justice in the bowl. They're talking about the truth versus the truths that we hold. Truths that either empower us or disempower us. We'll hold on to both of them. And no matter what we're focused on, that can sometimes become our reality. But Spirit says we're focused on too much disappointment and conflict, and it's almost like we're gaslighting ourselves into trying to maintain them. And so this person, this energy with this person offers us the opportunities to see ourselves in a different light, or to see ourselves from the eyes and the gaze of others. And so your guides are really encouraging you to allow that to happen, because they're talking about a limited mindset, that now there's a doorway in order for us to kind of crawl out of that mindset. Because it's like this person's, they're not going to be the key to your success, of course. They're going to be a helper, and they're going to hold the flashlight for you. We have F and J with lots of letters today. Cancer energy. They are emphasizing the chest and the breasts as well. We have B, G, Y, W, and H. We do have here the purple whale tail. I think about surrendering and expressing ourselves and stating our sovereignty. It's like they want you to express yourself in positive ways, the way that this person would express themselves towards you in positive ways, because you are speaking your world into being, and you're the very first person that hears the words that come out of your mouth. We have ironing things out. We also have hesitation, and they're talking about root chakra energies and childhood energies that have contributed to your lack mindset, or contributed to the way in which you feel and talk about yourself now. We have air travel, and we're rising above it. All right, pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to. And I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day.